I don't think I've used this quotation before, and it's really short. It's by Walt Whitman, if you remember who he is, pretty famous author. But it's simply, I hear and behold God in every object. And it's just, you know, after this Memorial Day and the love on LinkedIn was just pouring out. There was just so much caring. I don't think I've ever really paid attention to LinkedIn on Memorial Day. You know, I just didn't. But it just reminded me of how we're all connected as one. We are a part of the source energy. It's just we're like tentacles out here. Um, and God is in every object. So, you know, God is in you and you and you and you and you and you and me and our kitties and our doggies, and that's all there is really. So I thought we would just kind of honor that today. And do you have any pieces, parts you need to work on today in your body? Oh, okay, neck and shoulders. Sheila, you were riding in the car for a long time, right?
No, I took a plane.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you drove down. I guess
No.
it was Debbie that drove a ways for her trip. But okay, well, we'll just do some good yoga, and it's nice to see you all here. Thank you for showing up. And I'll switch the view here to speaker view, and we're good to go. I think I have everything. I'll put a Kleenex in my pocket. I have all my usual yoga gear in the laundry, so. All right, so beginning to center, just coming down from the day. It's been a lot of activity. Mercury retrograde can make some chaos or make things, to me, I can feel the electricity of it. It's an energy. It's like electricity just sparkling everywhere. So we'll just let those sparkles come into us. So reach up through your spinal column. Let emotions and thoughts kind of settle down. Let your light shine, your heart light shine. First, seeing the God within yourself, acknowledging that part of you, honoring it as a part of who you are. Just see your whole chest light up with luminous green energy. And then send it out into your body in all directions, all the way through every cell. The green color is the healing color. So take advantage of this few minutes to utilize that. Focus into your breath, following the in and out flow. Check in with your body now that you've settled in a little bit more. See if there's anything else that you didn't notice before that might be asking for some attention. And certainly with our warm ups and poses, we'll be addressing the whole body. And since we're in June now and the flowers are around sharing their light and color, let's just work with our Pushpaputa mudra and mantra. So just start with bringing your palms together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. And then point your fingers forward and open your palms like a book. And then cup your palm a little bit, and then just the end segment of your fingers. And then reach on your in-breath, reach your arms forward and up, bringing in a little arch in your back, receiving abundance. And breathe out as you draw your palms back to your heart, your solar plexus, giving generosity. So breathe out and receive abundance. Reach up, let it drip into your hands, bring it down, let it absorb into your body, and share your generosity. When we feel abundant, it's a good way to learn to share more and more. Just repeat in your mind as you breathe in, I receive abundance and love. Breathe out, I give generosity. And two more rounds. And then just cross your left hand over your heart and then your right hand over left, allowing all of that to absorb and process into you. Appreciating once again your divinity, realizing how true it is. All right. And we'll release our hands. Let's stretch out our legs. Shake them out. And windshield wipers. And a few circles. And reverse. Okay. And just bring both feet in. Let your knees open and hold on to your ankles and separate your feet and then slide your heels out. Just stretch out one leg. Stay tall in your torso. Bring it in and other side. See how it's feeling in the inner thigh, your inner leg, the groin, hip joint. Take it out. Bring it in. And bring it in. And then bring your feet in a little closer. You can still hold on to your ankle if you wish, but if you're able to hold on to your heel, you'll have, I think, a better grip. But just lift your left leg up and take it out. If your knee will straighten, fine. If not, just work with that. We're going to be repeating. Then the other leg, right leg out. Flex your foot to get your stretch in your calf muscles. All right, now with both feet on the floor, holding on to your heels, lean back and lift your feet off the floor and see if you can take both legs out into a stretch. Use leverage, holding on, and let them open up a little bit. If you want to bend and straighten, turning the knees out. All right, and then come down. And then we'll come down onto our backs for some ab work. Bring your palms underneath your hips. Stretch out in the back of your neck. Let your legs come out. And start with just bringing one leg in, straight in towards your face, then the other. All right, now we're going to start like a scissors walk up to the ceiling and then back down. Try to press your low back into the ground and then If your body's okay with it, just speed it up. And then come back up and scissors quickly. All right, and then just press your heels towards the ceiling. And lower down both legs slowly. And lift, breathe, and lower, up, down. Now hold them just above the floor, maybe an inch or two. Bend your knees and just bring them in towards your chest, stretching your back. And if you like, you can bring your head up to meet your knees. And then arms out to the side. We'll work with a twist. Breathe in. And take your knees over, up under the arm, over on your left side. Turn your head away. Breathe and lower your sacrum down onto the floor, your low back. And just pass right on through over to the other side. Exhale. Shoulders stay down as much as possible so that your legs are bringing you into the pose. Try to get them up under your arm and turn your head opposite your knees. And we'll come back down onto the floor. And for some rejuvenation, let's come up into a half shoulder stand. First, let's just start with legs up. And then straighten your knees if you can, engaging thighs and kneecaps. Press your heels up as you bring your toes in. Breathe. And breathe out as you bring them in a little closer. And another breath in. And bring them down. Breathe. Breathe out as you come in a little bit closer. And if you want to go all the way into plow, if you feel your day has warmed you up enough and just a few little warm-ups we've done, you can bring your feet all the way to the floor or not. It's optional. I love to bring my shoulders down on the floor when I'm in this position. It just feels very open. Now just bring your hands around behind your hips. You want your hip bones to fit right into your palm. And then just lift your right leg up and then your left leg. Try to get your elbows in close if you can. Bring your left leg up and rest your hip bones. Come up on your shoulders a little more too if you need to. And rest your hip bones in your palms. Feet are pretty much above your nose. Now see if you want to bring your feet down overhead once again. Take your time, use control the movement. And then bring your hands and arms onto the floor and lift your chin whenever you're able to and roll your back down onto the floor, one vertebra at a time, slow and stretchy. Try to keep your legs in close. Feel how stretched out your back is. And then keep your hands under your hips and we'll work with our psoas release. Just bend your left knee, lower your right leg down, turn the toes out to the side, flex your foot and slide it over, and then lifting and lowering. 8 or 10. Good. And then bend your right knee, bring it in. Stretch out your left, flex, turn out, slide 3 or 4 inches and start your lifts. And then bend both knees, arms at your sides. We'll come into a half bridge and then roll up, stretch out in your neck. Just making your straight line from knees to throat. And roll down and press up. Lift your hips a little higher, interlace fingers underneath your back and roll side to side. Bring your elbows close together. Toes are pointing forward. Now you're prepared. If you're ready, if you feel ready to lift your hips up into full bridge. Use your arms, press down in your arms, your shoulders, feet. Now press down firmly with your left foot and bring your right knee into your chest. Lift your leg up. Keep pressing your hips up. Now pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then bend your knee, come back down. Lift your hips once again, aligning in position. And then press firmly in your right foot. Bend your left knee, bring it in. Feel your hips. Lift that leg up. Lift your hips. Press and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And lower down. Separate your hands. Let your shoulders back down. Slide your feet out. Turn your palms up and just relax for a moment. Feel the energy now in your body. What's different? What's changed? Feel your back. Is it relaxing down against the floor? Hopefully, with the work we've done with our back, the plow and half bridge. Now, just slide your feet a little closer together. Bring your arms over top of your body. Take in a breath. Hold your breath. Bring your chin to your chest and start your exhale now. Lift. Coming up. And come over onto your belly here. Okay. Tops of your feet are on the floor. Bring your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers. Point your nose towards the mat for this one. Press your pubic triangle into the mat. Press down in your legs and your hips. And breathe. Lift your body up, your torso. And lower down. Breathe and lift. You can also use your arms to lift and lower down. Breathe, lift. Now release your hands. Send your arms out like airplane wings. Lift your legs. And you're in 747. Lift. Bend your knees. Reach for your feet or ankles. Bring your knees together. Nose towards the mat. And press your feet into your hands and lift into the bow. Reach your feet up towards the ceiling. Lift. And lower your knees down. Bring your palms under your shoulders. Let your legs stretch out. And press up and back into puppy stretch. Now for a little bit more loosening in the hips, just lift up. Bring your right knee forward. Stretch your left leg back. And bring your right heel forward as far as your body will allow, and then turn your hip bones towards the front and lift up into your pigeon. Keep reaching back with the back leg. Reach back with your head and shoulders. See if you can bend the back knee. Just bend it and lower down. Walk your hands out and come down over your leg. All right, bring your palms back in. We're going to pass through downward facing dog. Turn your toes under on the back foot and just lift up into down dog. Stretch out those calves a little bit more, shoulders. Lift up onto the balls of your feet. Contract your calf muscles. Get some blood circulating in there, and then lower your heels down. Lift, breathe, lower, stretch. Once more, breathe up, breathe out, come down, and breathe. Bring your left leg forward, stretch the right leg back. Bring the foot forward. If your body will allow it today. Some days are better than others with pigeon. And lift in your heart. Keep reaching, extend. Bend your back knee, just bring it in. Imagine bringing your head and your foot together. And release. And then come down over your leg, hips pointing towards the ground. Relax. And walk your hands back in. Come up to sitting. Come on to the balls of your feet. We'll come into thunderbolt pose, which is basically just sitting on your heels in bent knees. Bring your arms around, interlace fingers, open the shoulders and the chest. Allow that light to shine out, your heart light, your healing light. See if you can come into a little more of an arch, opening up the front of your body. Your hands can come all the way down to the floor if you want. And then come back to center. Just slide your left hand out to the side and come into a side stretch. You can come all the way down if you want. Really reach through those fingertips. Press back up over to the other side. And come back up. Come over sitting on your right hip. Bring your left leg around for a twist. We only had a two-legged twist earlier, so we'll intensify the stretch here. Just coming into your twist. Holding on with your right arm and scooping your left arm up. Breathe and reach. And come around into your twist. As you press your sitting bones down into the ground, connect with the earth. And we'll come back out. Just lift your left arm up to your ear and unwind. And we'll just switch sides from here. We won't go back into the thunderbolt pose. And holding on with your left arm, scoop your right arm out, breathe. And pull around into your twist. And we'll bring that arm back up. This will be your right arm. Breathe and lift. And return to center. And just sit in easy pose for a few breaths. Just take 3 major, deep, relaxing, cleansing breaths. Notice your shoulders, your neck, your back, your hips. See if you can see your own light from within. You see any light or sparkles? Any color maybe? No, just lean back and bring your feet out, separate them. And if you can, just lower down onto your back. using your abdominal muscles, palms up. Ma- Make sure that your hips are rolled under. Let your shoulder blades roll under. For a few minutes of a deep relaxation. Just think about your divine nature, your soul, your light, and all the abilities that are yours by extension. And start to come back now, bringing your awareness back to your body, the sounds in the room. sensations, feeling the floor, your mat underneath you. Slide your feet together and lift your knees. Then come to one side, up into sitting, hands in mudra. Feeling your inner calm, your strength, your awareness. All manifestations of the divine. And bring your palms into Anjali Mudra. And again, Walt Whitman, I hear and behold God in every object. And that includes you. So appreciate yourself and the source from which you come. Namaste, everybody.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah, got some good stretches.
for sure.
It felt good to stretch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's funny, I didn't think of it as stretching. I don't know what I thought of it as. I guess it's just following the inner prompts.
That's right. Well, good job.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.